In today's episode, we're going to show you how we made this awesome looking bench, and my helper's going to get us started now.
Where's pizza, Dad?
I don't know why the pizza's on the ground. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why the delivery people always put pizzas or food on the ground? Well, today we're going to show you a bench that you can build so that doesn't happen anymore. My name is Jobuffalo, and if you are new to my channel and you want to improve your relationship by doing things you love to do with people you love to do them with, then hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. Let's grab our pizza, head into the garage, and show you all the stuff you're going to need in order to build this bench. Let's go. And here's what we're going to need in order to get this build started. First, we're going to need 2 planks of wood used for fences, which are 1 by 6 by 6 feet. You're also going to need 2 2x4 by 8 feet pieces of wood. You're going to need a circular saw or a miter saw in our case, or you can use a hand saw. We're going to use a drill. We're also going to use a sander. We have 2.5-inch screws. We also have 1.5-inch nails. We have some stain, exterior stain. We have some liquid nails. We have a caulking gun. We have a paintbrush. We have a tape measure. We have drill bits. We have all-purpose wood filler. And we have feet to use for the bottom of furniture. Let's go find Chica and get this build started. So here's the area of the house we decided to build our bench for the delivery of the food or the merchandise that we get. It's close to the door, which makes it very accessible for both the delivery person and us. The size of our bench is going to be 19 inches high, 30 inches wide, and 16.5 inches deep. So plan out in advance so you can get your measurements correct. Now let's go start cutting some wood. And after we cut all the wood, my little helper here is going to help us show us what pieces of wood we have. Right here we have our 16.5-inch cuts. Right here we have our 30-inch cuts from our fence wood plank. And here we have our 16-inch cut for the legs. Let me show you a special little cut you can do to make your furniture look even more elegant. Let's go. Now here's the cool cut that I was going to talk to you about from our miter saw. We're going to take it to the 45-degree angle part. And then we're going to go ahead and take our 16.5-inch cuts. And we know that the distance on the 2x4 is 1.5 inches, so we're going to go half the distance of that, which is 3/4 of an inch. So she's going to measure out 3/4 of an inch from the opening gap, mark it on the saw, and then move our 2x4 up to that line, and then give it a nice cut at that angle. And watch this awesome cut that this gives this piece of wood. And then you pull that up and look at that. Awesome. Let's go cut the rest. Okay, now we're going to start assembling our legs. So we're going to take 2 of our angled cuts and 2 of our legs and put this together. Just like this. And now we're going to go ahead and pre-drill our holes so the screwing will be easier. Perfect. And now that we've finished drilling, we used a 3/16-inch drill bit to put the holes in. We're going to add some glue. Wood glue you can use. We're actually using liquid nails to bond it better, especially with the weather. Once we get the glue on there, we're going to go ahead and then screw the boards into the 4 pre-drilled holes that we created. We'll do this to the top and the bottom of the square legs that we're creating. Now once it's completed, it should look something just like this. And you can see how those cool cuts on the ends made the piece look really good. Now we're going to do the exact same thing to the other 4 pieces of wood, and we'll show you what the 2 look like when they're completed. Alright, we got both parts done. We got them screwed together, we glued on the wood together, and now we're going to go ahead and sand them. We're also going to go ahead and take all the holes where the drill marks and the screws are. We're going to fill them in with some wood putty, and then we'll go ahead and assemble the top of this thing. Okay, now that everything is sanded, we're going to go ahead and pre-drill the holes for the furniture feet, and we'll add those furniture feet in after we stain the entire bench. So there's the drilled holes for the feet that we'll put on after we stain. We're going to go ahead right now, move the table out of the way, and get ready to assemble the rest of our bench with the 3 planks of wood fence that we cut earlier. Alright, here's the table. We put the wood planks on top. We just have to assemble that together with some of the nails and some of the liquid nails to hold it all in place. And then I'll show you what that's like after we get all that placed. What you doing, Leo? Putting some glue on the wood? Awesome job. She's doing good. Thanks for helping out, bud. Say bye.
Bye.
M or L?
Good job. Putting some more glue on, huh, bud? There we go. Get it good.
Ready?
Get it good. Man, you're a great help. Thanks.
I got it.
You got it?
L.
You want to do L for Leo?
Oh.
Oh, how much fun was that? Good job, bud. All right. So we made the new bench, huh, bud? You like it? Is it comfortable? We got it all nailed in, glued in. Leo helped. Now we're gonna go ahead and sand it, and we'll show it to you what it looks like after that. So now once we've got this completed, we saw that our little helper wanted to sit up on top of the bench. So we decided to cut a 5th piece with the angle cut, and we're gonna go ahead and attach that to the middle so it'll give it more support in case the little guy wants to go ahead and sit on the bench. And as you can see, we just used 3 2-inch screws instead of the 2.5-inch screws, so it wouldn't go through the thin board on top. And that extra piece is now there for extra support if someone decides to sit on it. And there you have it. He's all situated on a bench that he thinks that is his. You like that bench? Is that yours? Did you build it? All right, what do we have to do next? We have to stain it. You ready to stain this?
Yeah.
All right, let's get Mommy and we'll start staining it. Right?
Yes.
All right. And you're gonna help. All right, let's go.
Come on, put the brush like this. Okay, and then you go back, back.
And that's our lesson today on how to stain. Right, little bud? Follow the instructions on the staining containers. Ours says to do it for 2 hours to let it dry and do 2 coats. You're doing a great job. We'll show you what it looks like when it's all completed. Well, as we're waiting for this to dry, I'm going to go ahead and start putting these feet for the bottom of this furniture so we can balance it off. I got the 4 holes drilled. They just screw in really nice. And then they're adjustable in case one side's unlevel wherever we put this. So I'll get all 4 in, show you what that looks like when it's done. All right, all 4 feet are in. Let's let this dry for a few more minutes, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's fully dried. And there you have it, everybody. All stained, dried, and looking nice. One thing about the stain is you definitely have to go with the grain of the wood when you're painting it on. We also use some rags to wipe it on as well. Let's go take this where it's gonna go, out in the front of the house. And there you have it, everybody. It's completed, all painted, and we put a Cricut with some vinyl stickers. The font we used from the website, very simple. Please leave our stuff here, thank you. Great job. If this is the part of the video, if you like what you see, smash that like button. Let's go see if this really works. Let's go order a pizza. That must be our pizza. Well, there it is. It worked. They actually delivered our pizza on our bench. What do you think, Leo? Should we go get the pizza and give it to Mommy? Great job. Well, now that it's worked, what are you doing? You're gonna sit on the bench? You like the bench? That's a pretty cool bench. Well, if you're not already doing it, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And this was a great build this week. We had a lot of fun doing it as a family. And until next week, we're always entertaining.